Well, hello. It's been a while, but I'm here today bringing you a how to repair a bad lock install. This client found me on my scheduling app Vagaro. She went to another facility and got a install that was not correct. So I am here to fix it for her. I used a crochet needle, a couple of locks that she brought, and we're going to 2-strand twist it after. As you can see, the locks were not installed correctly. You can see that her hair was loose at the end. It was coming apart. Some of them were hanging on by a thread. Some of them I did have to take out completely just because they were already coming out, baby. The ones that were still kind of intact, I used my crochet needle and I started to mend the lock with her natural hair. As you can see, I'm going in all directions. I'm also twisting the lock counterclockwise just to make sure that I am making the lock as intact as I can with her hair. Now you'll see I'm going to use a little bit of kinky hair, not a lot, just a touch, where the lock should have met her natural hair. I see some people when they're adding the kinky hair, they wrap it around super tight. I do not. I kind of wrap it around loosely. I find that when you wrap it around too tight, it's kind of hard to add that hair to the lock and the natural hair. So I kind of just put it on there loosely, wrap it around. And again, you'll see me using the crochet needle and mending the two ends together, which is her natural hair and the lock. And I'm going to do this until I feel satisfied, until I feel like it's supported. And yeah. So you'll just see me working. I'm going to do the same thing over and over again. That's me rubbing it together just to kind of get a look. And by me rubbing it together, it lets me know, is there any loose hair still out that I can knead into this, or are we good to go? Yep, and I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to have you guys watch. This is pretty much repetitive. I'm doing the same thing over and over again. But you see how loosely I'm adding the hair to the section that merges the two together. Not wrapping it too tight. I'm kind of like just like twisting it on super loose. It works better for me. If you guys like to twist it on tighter, then if it works for you, that's fine. But I find that I am more satisfied when I just twist it loosely. Everyone, be mindful when you are investing in these lock extensions, and it is an investment. This normally starts anywhere from $1,000 all the way up to $1,500, depending on the size and length. Make sure that who you're going to knows what they're doing. Get references, not just reading their reviews, but actually seeing if you can reach out to someone and talk to them about how their locks were 2 weeks after the install, 3 weeks after the install. If you go and get a consultation and the loctician doesn't give you the pros and cons of this, then run, because there are pros and cons to getting an install of locks that are not naturally yours. This isn't a lock repair. These are lock attachments. So just make sure before you agree to the payment, agree to the loctician, make sure that they know what they're doing, because it's going to cost you in the end, because you're going to have to go to someone else to get them done, and they're going to charge you another price, and then that's just in addition to what you've already paid, and it's unfair to you. It's unfair to everybody. And a lot of times these locticians are nowhere to be found when it's time to fix them. So again, you'll see me adding the kinky hair on very loosely, adding it in. And I'm just going to work it through. I'm going in all different directions. Left side, right side. I kind of even knead it upward and downward. You'll kind of get the feel of what area needs more work and what area doesn't. And we're getting there. And I had to actually repair each lock. There wasn't a lock that was attached correctly. So I actually worked through all the locks. I did wash it first. Washed it gently just because she had a lot of product build up. She's been wearing it up in a ponytail because she couldn't wear it down. Like 3 or 4 had already came out. The other ones were loose. So I did wash it. I put her under the dryer for about 20-30 minutes, and then I started the repair, and the installs are the ones that came out. We're getting there. Some locks may take you longer. You might spend 2 minutes on a lock. You might spend 3 minutes on the next lock. Whatever it takes to attach it securely is what you have to do. All right, it's looking good. And again, look how loosely I'm wrapping the hair onto the lock in her natural hair. It does not have to be tight for it to be secure. I feel like the puffier the hair is when I attach it, the better it attaches on to the lock versus stretching it thin and wrapping it tight. It's just, I don't know, something about it I don't like. But again, whatever technique works for you. And I know it's repetitive, but I'm showing you a couple locks because I want you to get the hang of it. Each lock is different, especially when you're repairing. And also, I don't have my clients sign a waiver when they're getting lock attachments because I just don't. I just feel like the waiver is kind of like, hey, if they fall out, oh well, you're on your own. I let my clients know stuff happens, 1 or 2 may slip, call me, I'm going to get it back on. I also don't tell my clients, oh, you're good, I don't need to see you for 3 months. No, all my clients, I want you back within 6 weeks just so I can take a look at your locks. If I need to rework any, that's what we're going to do. So just feel good in knowing that I'm not going to leave you hanging once we put these in. I want to see you again. So once I securely got on the locks, I did 2-stranded just so she kind of would stay out of it for a while. And I also feel like 2-strand twist kind of keeps it together and kneads the hair together. So 2-strand twist is always something that I like to do after I do lock attachments, just to keep it secure. And she can take them out whenever she's ready, 2 days, a week, she doesn't have to keep them in, but I do like to secure them with 2-strand twist when I first put them in. And we're almost halfway there. What I did was I did the repair, I added the hair, and then I 2-strand twisted as I went. So here is the finished product. You would not even tell that she came in struggling like she did. They look great. She'll be back in about 6 weeks. She was happy. I was happy. And I will definitely keep you posted on this look. Follow me on IG. Bye, guys.